Zach Life, beat depression. It's day 602, and you know what we're about to do? Knock out depression with another somatic healing session. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Now, anyone who's tuning in later, so many things to be grateful for today. And as you know, we start every single show with that powerful mental health tool of gratitude. The more we use it, the easier it becomes to use, and the better it makes our whole life experience. Even when we're not being grateful for things that we have, if we're showing gratitude to other people, employing that gratitude tool can have a positive effect on our mindset and brain. Aunt Kathy, thank you so much for being here. I love you. Thank you for the support with the cause. And yes, the weather is beautiful out here. The sun's shining. There's fresh air, soaking up that vitamin D. And we're going to get in a good round of progress and success out here. It is a Saturday, so shout out to Mad with Hats. Thank you so much for being here. It's a Saturday. It's going to be our standard round. We're going to get into that gratitude tool first. Gratitude, of course, going out to everybody who's tuned in now, anyone who's tuning in later, for supporting the cause, helping us build this thing together. Also grateful that we are still pushing. Heck yeah, we're going to be keep on pushing every single day. Grateful that it's been 602 days of consecutive progress and success with no breaks, no days off, right? Just active recovery days, growing stronger every single day, building on that proof that we are stronger than the debilitating effects of depression, anxiety, stress, anything that's telling us otherwise. So I hope that you guys are keeping track of your number out there, because I am grateful for the number tool, for the list tool, and how powerful it's been in my life. I know I've been looking forward, for the last 602 days, I've been looking forward to every day. I've been looking forward to the future and the next 602 days because of this list tool. It's my physical proof that I'm stronger than depression. So I want you guys to have your physical proof too. Karate Unity, thank you so much for being here. One love, absolutely. Juliana F, thank you so much for being here as well. Wait, Juliana? Yeah, it's Juliana. Okay, just want to get those names right. Grateful to everybody for the support. Day 602, grateful for that list tool. Grateful for you guys. Grateful for the weather. Grateful for the sun. Grateful for the tech that I've been learning about Binaural Beats. If you haven't seen the posts on it, and if you don't know about it, it's a really cool way to make our music even more beneficial. It's getting kind of windy out here. I hope I don't lose anything. So I've been studying it, right? I've been studying it for a long time, but I learned how to create binaural beats for us to enjoy and make our music even more effective. As you know, we always have a growth mindset in here. We have a progress-based mindset. So we want to look at how we can combine as many mental health tools into this routine to give ourselves the best fighting chance to move forwards in life. So a new mental health tool we're going to be adding is binaural beats. Now, these beats won't be able to process through Instagram's live stream. They won't be able to process through this microphone and get to you and have that effect that we have created them, that I've created them to have. But I'm going to find a way to make them available to you so that you can listen to them, because the way that those things work is you've got to have headphones, number one. You've got to have separation between the left and right headphone, the left and right ear. And then the music can be encoded with an imbalance in the frequencies. And that imbalance is very slight, sometimes imperceivable to the human ear. But your brain picks it up. And what your brain will do is it will create the balancing frequency. And they've done a lot of studies on those balancing frequencies. They're called binaural beats. And they've studied the effects that it has on the brain. And by using these things, we can improve our sleep patterns. We can improve our REM sleep, our quality of sleep. We can also improve our concentration. We can improve our creative power, our creative ability. So many things that we can tap into. So the beat that you will hear for the first time tomorrow, because that's our active recovery day, our superhuman recovery day, that beat we're going to hear tomorrow is actually encoded with theta waves, theta binaural beats. So that actually improves meditation practice, improves calmness, relieves anxiety, and can actually help you get into REM sleep as well if you're using it as a nighttime track. Again, that effect is not going to translate through on the binaural level through this camera, but the frequencies and everything that it's been built for has been matched to this class, to the session that we're doing. So we'll have a beat to follow along with in our Active Recovery Superhuman Sunday. It's very peaceful, extremely pleasant. I hope that you guys like it. It's going to aid us in our meditation, give us the right atmosphere, the right mood, and hopefully help us calm down that nervous system even more. Shout out to some more people tuning in out there. Love the support. Indomitable Wolf, thank you for being here. Braces Can Be Scary, Claire, thank you for being here. Simon Amaze, thank you so much as well. And it is not yet Superhero Sunday, Claire. It's tomorrow, and it's going to be a good one because it'll be the world premiere of our first binaural beat, our calming, meditation-based, moving meditation-based flow style music. So we're going to be tapping into that music as a tool as well to aid us in our growth. So I hope you're in for that one because it should be awesome. It should be amazing. The music has actually put me to sleep. It put me to sleep last night, put me to sleep while I was making it. So I know that it's effective in calming and relaxing that nervous system. Plus I was pretty tired. So I'm going to test it a couple times, make sure that it's the music and not just me being super tired. That being said, all my gratitude going out to all those different places, to you guys, to the tech, to the movement, to the nature, to the fresh air, to the sunlight, to the positive social support, to everybody, everything out there to be grateful for. Think about the thing you're grateful for today, and that'll get you into the mindset for today's lesson. We'll pop in some of those fighting spirit from the 80s, our official beats out here, Sack Life official beats, beats being constructed to improve our mental health. We're not just making music, we're making history. Eh? Let's get into it. Let's do it. Bam. I'm just super pumped. I'm super pumped because this tune you're hearing now is not encoded with a binaural beat, but I went back to the drawing board and did another version with a binaural beat that is encoded in beta frequency, which will improve your training performance. It will give you more focus, better memory, better output, and a couple of other things. So I'm going to test it out on myself like a guinea pig, see what happens, see how my performance improves. And I will pass those benefits on to you. I'll let you know how it goes. But in the meantime, let's get into it. Let's get this class going. We're going to pop into Muay Thai stance. We're going to be sticking with some basics and punching to the beat, jabs and crosses, but we're also going to add in body shots today, driving through the hip and sending those fists right forwards into that depression dummy's body. As you know, mental health focus, we got a gratitude tool, we got our list tool, and now we're going to talk about that visualization tool. So go ahead and visualize your physical opponent. And we're going to land with proper technique and form, using those large two knuckles, making contact with those large two knuckles, driving through the hip, boom, and scooping that arm right into that center line, and turning through the body, using that rotation, those physics, that science, the sweet science behind it to do the most damage with the least. I do Superhuman Sunday at the hospital tomorrow. Oh. That is great, Claire. Make sure that you keep fighting. You are a warrior out there, and there's no reason to stop now. Doesn't matter where you are. You can do it anywhere you want. And if you can't do the physical movement, you can tap into those breathwork tools and visualization tools that we use as well. So there's always a way forward. Just keep on going. Alice T. Lux, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate that support. I'm going to drop this thing down and hope that I don't lose this camera to the wind, because it's getting pretty windy out here on day 602. Remember, let me know how much progress you're making out there, because progress inspires progress, and it's a benefit to me to see you guys moving forwards as well. Boosts me up, inspires me to keep going on top of my own personal motivation. Make sure you're drinking water, catching your breath, checking in on yourself. We're all here to challenge ourselves to grow every day. We're not here to challenge each other. That's how we avoid burnout, by sticking to our own personal routine. So let's cover the basics. We've got the jab and cross, right? We've been practicing those for a long time, so you guys should have that down from Muay Thai stance. Now we're going to talk about that body shot. We're going to sink a little bit more on the knees. We're going to drop the lead arm down, locking that elbow in at 90 degrees, turning the palm up, close the fingers, tuck the thumb, just like your regular punches. And then we're going to drive. We're going to rotate through the hip. Same way that we rotate for the jab, same way we rotate for the cross. We're going to rotate through that hip on the ball of front foot and just drive that fist forwards right into the guts of that visualized target, that depression dummy. And once we make contact with the dummy, we're going to bring the hand back to defend the head as the other one drops down to 90, angled forwards, right? Locking that elbow in at 90. And we're going to turn on the ball of the rear foot, driving that fist forward, boom, into the guts of that visualized target as well. Luca said hello. Tell him I said hello. That's my little buddy out there. Luca, 8 years old, tuning in from Canada. Appreciate you, buddy. Hope you're having a good time out there. And let's get into it. So that's it. Yeah. Jab, cross, and body shots. We'll drill some of those body shots, different intensity, different combinations, form, styles. And you guys can moderate your intensity, your volume of punches, and your speed of punches. That's how you can make this your own. Let's do it. Let's get these beats going and get into our standard rounds. Just gonna set this timer here. Woo. Here we go. Making progress nonstop. It's amazing time. Let's do this thing. Bang. There we go. There's our official Sack Life beat. Our beat depression beat out here. Let's do it. Pop into stance. Square it up with that visualized dummy. Shout out to Slayer again. Let's get into it. Go ahead and square off the shoulders and hips. We're starting the timer right now. We're going to start by stepping into the jab. Boom. Turning that fist over. Rotating through the shoulders and hips and rotating back into stance. You can shift that weight from the front foot to the back foot, right? Stay on your rails. Think about your railroad tracks. Keep those feet on the railroad tracks. Shift that weight forwards and backwards. Small stepping. Boom. Forwards and backwards. You can roll those hands to keep that pace, keep that rhythm. And then go ahead and step in for that number one jab. Let's do it. Boom. And rotate back. Turning through the shoulders and hips. Extending that fist forward, landing on the large two knuckles right in the face of that depression dummy. And then rotate right on back after each combo. You can do this nice and slow at your pace. Boom. Boom. You can challenge yourself. If this is too slow, you can double it up. And back to stance. Remember, go at your pace. Let's add in the cross. 3, 2, 1. Right down that center line. Turn those fists over. Kneeling a little bit lower on those knees. Keeping the weight placed on the balls of the feet. And keep that cadence going. Let's go. Jab cross. Right down that center line. Rotating. Turn on the ball of the foot. Front ball for the front jab. Rear ball, the rear foot for the rear cross. And then back to stance. We're going to get into some body shots in just a moment. A couple more jab cross combos. Let's do it. Hit that depression dummy in the face. Visualize making contact with that target. Visualize fighting forwards and doing damage, knocking those lies out of the face of that depression dummy. We know he bases his power on mistruth, and we base our power on truth. The facts that we can fight forwards no matter what is in our way. We can make progress every day. No matter what lies depression sold us this morning. We're taking that power back right now. Let's go. Drive those fists into that depression dummy's face. Exhale hard on each strike. Twist that body into it. Let's go. Keep that chin tucked, balance centered. And rotate back. We're going to add in the body shots now. I want you to step in close, up close and personal with that depression dummy. Drop the fist down, turning the palm up, bringing the elbow in close to the body, right? And we're going to rotate on the ball of front foot. Boom. Drive that fist forward. Bring it back to defend the head as the other one drops down. 90 degrees at the elbow. Rotate on the rear ball, the rear foot. Boom. Right there. Drive that fist forward into the guts of that depression dummy. Bring it back to defend the head. And rotate back into your Muay Thai stance. Let's get it going. 2 body shots. Let's do it. Rotate through. Kind of scoop that fist under the body weight. Let's do it. 1, 2. 1, 2. Boom. Visualize making contact. Sink a little lower. Get that distance down, that height level down. That's the end of round 1. We're going to pick up some intensity and speed in round 2. We'll vary up the combo. We'll keep growing. We'll keep learning new skills and new tools to empower ourselves to continue to fight forward. Ryan Sport, thank you so much for joining. Appreciate you. And my days are, I think, Hoyt 8. I don't know what Hoyt 8 is. But if they're 8, that's good, Claire. That's a whole week of progress. And I'm proud of you for making a week of progress. Getting up and fighting for you no matter what is in your way. That's good stuff. It doesn't matter if you do 1 minute of this class or all 10 minutes, all 9 minutes of this class. That is progress, and progress is what we're going for here. We want to log that progress so we can see how far we go, see how far we can get. Drink water, check in on you. We're going to start adding in those body shots in different combinations. In 6 seconds, go ahead and pop back into Muay Thai stance. Guard up high, fingers closed, thumbs tucked. Chin tucked as well, keep it nice and centered. Step in for the jab cross. And then from here, from cross position, drop that fist down and rotate through the hip. driving that fist into the belly of that depression dummy. Notice how the body weight, those shots set each other up, right? Your jab sets up your cross, boom. That's 2 high shots to the face of the dummy. And this sets up, preloads that rear shoulder to fire a nice body shot. Boom! Right in there in that depression dummy's guts, back in the stance. Let's work on that 3-hit combo and keep ourselves moving forwards and backwards in our Muay Thai stance. Jab, cross, body shot. Bam! Rotate back, keep the chin tucked for balance, and keep it moving. Let's go. Jab, cross, body shot, and back. Visualize that opponent. Visualize doing damage. And let's work for us. Exhale hard through those shots. Make sure you're turning the shoulders, turning that body weight, and using those mechanics, those physics, to do efficient damage here. Here we go. Step in for the jab, cross, body shot. And back to stance. Keep it going. Jab, cross, body, and back to stance. Remember, when you go for the body shot, sink on those knees a little bit. Scoop that arm down and drive it forward, right through the hip. Fire from the hip. And then bring it back to stance, back to guard, and keep it moving. Let's go. 3-hit combo, jab, cross, body. Back to stance, jab, cross, body. Let's go. Exhale hard out the mouth for each strike, inhaling through the nose. And keep that flow, keep that pace, that rhythm. And back. And back. Turning those fists over for proper technique. If you're on the bag, you want to make sure you land on those top 2 knuckles. Boom! Every single shot. Making contact, putting that body weight behind it. Keep it moving. Let's go. Work that 3-hit combo. And get in and out, closer and further away from that depression dummy. Step in for the jab, cross, body shot. And back to stance. Ooh, keep it moving. And back to stance. If you want to pick up speed and volume, it's based on you, what you can do. Go ahead, pick up some speed there. Make it a little faster, put a little energy in it. A little bit more than you were doing before. Keep it going. Fight for you. We got to show up for ourselves first, so we can be there for anybody else. Keep it moving. Jab, cross, body shot. Keep it going. Hit that dummy, that depression dummy. 2 in the face, 1 to the body. And back to guard. Sink on those knees and rotate through from the ground up. Back to stance. Keep that guard high in between combos. And back into it. Keep it nice and squared up. Chin tucked. And back to stance. And that's the end of round 2. We'll pick up another body shot in round 3. Juan CKY, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate that support. And this is the time. We got 51 seconds to drink water, catch your breath, check in on you. Make sure you're not pushing too hard. Don't want to feel lightheaded. Don't want to feel nauseous. Those are signs of overreaching. Our goal is flow state. Our goal is mental health first, so we don't want to push too hard. We just want to challenge ourselves to grow. Don't take it too easy and fall into boredom. Make sure it's a challenge, but don't challenge too hard. You can do it. There's a big space in between there to make a whole bunch of progress. 17 seconds, we're going to pop back into it. We're going to work that other body shot now, the body shot from the rear, that trail arm. So we'll be stepping in for the jab cross, sending one from the hip on the lead side, then bringing it back to guard, rolling through for that second body shot, driving it forwards. Visualize making contact with that depression dummy, knocking those lies out of his guts. Let's go. Step in for the jab cross. Drop that front fist down to 90 at the elbow. Rotate through. Boom. Sending it forwards. Bringing the guard back, right, to defend the head on the opposite side. Once you make contact with those guts, bring it back to defend the head as the other fist drops down to 90. Load it up. And we're going to rotate through on that rear foot. Boom. And send that rear fist forwards into the guts of the depression dummy. Back to the head and back to squared up stance. Square shoulders and hips. Nice and balanced, knees bent, weight on the balls of the feet, chin tucked, shoulders rolled, guard high. It's Muay Thai time. Let's go. Jab, cross, body, body. Back to stance, 4-hit combo. Jab, cross, body, body. Work at your level. That means if you need to slow those shots down, slow them down. Step in for the 1. Make contact when that foot makes contact with the ground. You're making contact with the pressure dummy's face. Rotate through on the rear foot for that cross. Drop the front arm to 90. Drive it through the hip. Boom, right there. Make contact with the guts of that dummy. Bring it back to defend as the other one goes down, locked and loaded. Rotate on that rear foot. Exhale hard and put that body weight behind it. Bring it back to defensive stance. Square up, back in your cadence, and keep it moving forwards and backwards, 1 foot at a time. 4 hit combo. Let's do it. Back to stance. Let's go. These can be all power shots. You can pick up speed with them. Real fast, nice and light. Back to stance, or nice big power shots. Step in for the 1. Rotate through for the 2. Rotate for the body shot. Rotate for that second body shot, and back to stance. Moderate that intensity, pace, speed. It's all on you. You got this. Let's go. See what you can do today. Show up for you first and put in that work, because you deserve what you get. So give it 100%. Exhale hard through those strikes and keep going. Back to stance. Remember, sink on those knees for the body shots. Back into it. Keep it moving. Keep going. You got this. Every day we fight for us, we get stronger. Does not matter what's going on out here. We're taking care of things in here. Keep it moving. Visualize that target and make contact. Knock those lies out of that depression dummy. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And work for it. Let's go. Back into it. Keep it moving. Roll through it. Keep that cadence. Woo, keep that pace. And that's the end of round 3. Congratulations if you made it through all 3 rounds. That was 9 minutes of progress and success. If you made it through 1 minute, congratulations on showing up and making progress, being part of that process, because it puts you 1 step forward, 1 step ahead of the curve, ahead of the competition. Woo! And we like to joke around, we like to keep a sense of humor, but this is a very serious thing that we're involved in. This is a war. Our common enemy is depression, and it kills indiscriminately. And if we fight forwards and we take 1 step forwards, that's 1 step of progress. That counts. That makes a difference. If this world is a house and this house is on fire and you take 1 step out that front door, that could be the step that saves your life. But you got to be the one who puts in the work. You have to be the one who wants to move forward for you. I can't save anybody out here. All I can do is give you the tools, open the door, show you the way, and it's up to you to take those steps. So please do take as many steps as you can, as many steps as you deserve for yourself every day. Find the things that work, combine them in, make this program your own, find other tools, mix them in, do what you can, because life will get better if you keep going and you find a way to make it better, right? It doesn't happen automatically, but if we keep going, we can make it better. We just have to stick in there, stick with it. I know sometimes you can't see it. I've been down there where you can't see anything ahead, but you can trust me. 602 days without suicidal ideation, from critical in emergency room to 602 days of progress with 0 suicidal ideation. There's a way forwards, even if you can't see it. Keep going. Until next time, thank you, Ikhlas. Thank you, Lisa the Luminary, for being here, and everybody else for tuning in. And I will catch you guys and girls, same sack time, same sack channel, same sack life. Sack man out.